Oman dates back to the 3rd millennium BCE, older than Rome, older than Athens, and its copper trade was the start of a maritime story that still shapes the country today. It's mountainous, it's lush, and some villages are more than 400 years old, and people still live in them. The people, warm, friendly and curious. And the great thing with Oman is that it hasn't let skyscrapers take over. Join me on my 3-day road trip as I go in search of the contrast, the crystal blue waters and adventures that I didn't even expect. My road trip began from Dubai and I ended up in a small coastal town called Tiwi, 140 kilometres from Muscat.
I stayed at Wadi Shab guest house, nestled right on the shore. The guest house was perfect. It was cosy, rustic, and has everything you need for a comfortable stay. Beautiful pool, overlooking the ocean. What more do you want? So quiet, so peaceful, not crowded. Perfect. But even in all that stillness, I craved a bit of adventure. And so Habib, the guest house owner, suggested I take my car and do a bit of wadi bashing. The ride was exhilarating. Oh God. A little scary at times, yes. The dirt tracks got narrower. The turns got sharper. But the views just kept getting better and better. Wadi Al Arbeieen. It is the lesser known of the nearby Wadi Shab, and it was one of the quietest, most peaceful places I've been to in a long time. It's so cold. I'm glad I took the risk and went off-road. And sometimes it's in the unknown that we find the most clarity. And that wadi, with all its stillness, gave me exactly what I needed. Wild waddies! That was amazing! So fresh, so cold, but so refreshing. And completely immersed in nature. In the mountains, nobody around. Oh, that was good. That was good for the soul. After that off-road adventure, I came back to the guest house and slept so well. Off I go! So nice to be amongst greenery, vegetation, and also have the wonderful backdrop of these mountains. Wadi Shab is one of Oman's most iconic wadis. Because of the huge cliff faces, it's actually very shaded, so it's not too bad at all to walk. And halfway in, I think about 25 minutes to go. It's good. Sometimes you just have to sit and roll your bum. So apparently, according to the locals that I've just met, I was attempting to clamber more boulders, but I've been told that you have to swim to get to the next pool, and you have to swim through turquoise, beautiful water. Oh. First pool, that was absolutely amazing. The water is crystal clear and surrounded by these huge mountains. It's absolutely unbelievable. Stunning. Right, let's get back in the water. And the last pool that you get to requires you to swim through a very narrow cave. I don't know if I can get my cap in. Oh my God. As I was making my way back to the boat, a group of locals were taking flight. When I watched the boys fling themselves off the cliff without any fear whatsoever, something inside of me wanted to have a go. But the second I got closer to the edge, it felt impossible. You start thinking more about what could go wrong. Will my body handle it? What if I get hurt? And I thought, come on, Amy, just take the leap.
It's overhanging enough so you don't hit the rock.
Okay, I'm doing it.
You doing it?
I'm doing it. And that jump reminded me, sometimes you just need to take the leap. From wadis to the ocean. After my drive back up to Muscat, I headed on a speedboat for 45 minutes to the Daymaniyat Islands. The Daymaniyat Islands are famous for their coral reefs and are actually a UNESCO protected marine reserve. Alongside these turtles, time just stopped. And for the first time in a long time, I felt truly still. After the calm of the sea, I headed inland towards the Hajar Mountains and arrived in Al Hamra, one of Oman's oldest villages, standing here for over 400 years. These homes were built from sun-dried clay and palm trunks. And in these quiet ruins, time stands still. Each weathered doorway, each crumbling wall, whispers the stories of hands that once shaped them. Hands that built beauty to last far beyond a single lifetime. As I moved slowly through these remains of another era, something shifted in me. The stillness literally made me slow down. As I wandered through the narrow alleys, I met children who were curious about my camera, and locals gathered among the old ruins, sharing food and laughter during Eid celebrations. Amongst the faded stones and ancient doorways, life continues, simple, joyful. And meeting these people reminded me that happiness isn't found in what we have, but in the moments we share. And that was a lesson I would take home with me.